In the heart of Lagos, where the streets are always alive and dreams float in the air like the aroma of suya and jollof rice, there lived a girl who turned every head she passed. Her name was Adanma, a name that means daughter of beauty. And oh, did she live up to that name? But Adanma wasn't just beautiful. She was different. Not just because of her glowing skin or the way her eyes sparkled when she smiled. No, it was something else, something deeper. Cut to ambient market sounds, people chatting, car horns, street vendors. From the moment she turned 18, it was as if the world started watching her. Men, young, old, rich, poor. Everyone wanted to be close to Adanma. It wasn't just her physical beauty. It was the way she carried herself, the way she spoke, and how her presence lit up even the darkest corner. But Adanma wasn't interested in attention. She had dreams. Big ones. While her peers were obsessed with weddings, followers on social media, and the next party, Adanma spent her time reading, volunteering, and helping her mother sell fabrics in Balogun Market. One man who noticed her was Chike, the son of a local politician. Handsome, rich, and spoiled, he was used to getting everything he wanted. And now, he wanted Adanma. Switch to a scene. Cheek in a sleek car pulling up beside Adanma at the market. Cheek, arrogantly. Fine girl, what's your name? You know they smile? Adanma, smiling politely. My name no be important if you no want buy anything. She walked off, leaving Cheeky stunned. No girl had ever done that to him, but he wasn't the only one. There was also Bayo, a hardworking mechanic from the neighborhood. He didn't have a fancy car or designer clothes, but he had a heart full of gold. Every time Adanma passed his workshop, he would pause, wipe his hands on his oily shirt, and just watch her in awe. He never had the courage to speak, until one day. Scene. Bayo standing beside his workshop, nervously holding a flower. Bayo, softly. Adanma, I don't have much, but if you give me the chance, I go treat you like queen. She smiled, this time genuinely. Adanma, thank you, Bayo. But right now, I'm dating my books. Bayo smiled back, a little heartbroken, but full of respect. You see, Adanma believed that a woman's worth wasn't in how many men chased her, but in how many lives she could touch, how many dreams she could chase. Still, her legend kept growing. Soon, even Chief Ajayi, a wealthy man in his 50s, started sending gifts to her house, iPhones, gold jewelry, and even a promise of a house in Lekki. But Adanma and her mother returned everything. Respectfully but firmly, Adanma's mother, my daughter is not for sale. Thank you, sir. Now people started talking. Some said she was arrogant. Some said she was a witch, using charms to drive men crazy. Others believed she was just playing hard to get. But none of that mattered to Adanma, until one day, something changed. Scene. Adanma walking home at dusk. A car slows down beside her. A stranger stepped out, tall, calm, with a soft-spoken demeanor. His name was Ikenna, a writer and youth coach from Enugu. He had heard about Adanma through a friend and was in town to speak at a youth summit. Ikenna, are you Adanma? I hope I'm not disturbing you. Adanma, curious. No, not at all. Do I know you? Ikenna, not yet. But I'd love to. I've heard of your story, your strength, and your grace. You remind me of my late sister. She was extraordinary. Something about the way he spoke, gentle, respectful, and calm, caught her attention. They talked about books, life, purpose, dreams. He didn't try to impress her. He didn't flaunt money. He listened, really listened. And for the first time, Adanma felt something she hadn't felt before, seen. Over the next few weeks, they spent time together. Nothing too flashy, no social media hype, just long walks, deep conversations, and shared dreams. And the people watched. Men who once chased her now sat back, realizing this one had captured her heart. Not with money, not with looks, but with depth. Still, the story doesn't end there. Because one morning, as Adanma stood in front of her mother's shop, a young girl ran up to her, breathless. Girl, Anti-Adanma. I got into university, just like you told me I could. That was Adanma's true magic. Not the beauty, not the mystery, but the impact she left wherever she went. Yes, every man wanted her, but not every man deserved her. Because Adanma wasn't just a girl men wanted to marry. She was the kind of woman they were inspired by. And in a world where being wanted is often confused with being worthy, Adanma reminded us all, true worth is never in how many people chase you, but in how many people you lift. If you like this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Movies Storytime, where African stories come to life.